Hi everyone, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading today that is for Sun, Moon and Risings. If it doesn't resonate with yourself, then please take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. I hope you like your messages today. If you do, please like and subscribe to the channel and you'll get updates every time that I put new content on the channel. Okay, let's get into the reading. Hi, so this is a collective reading for Scorpio. This is a self-reflection reading. Now, the idea behind this reading is every now and then we all need a little bit of self-love, a little bit of inner healing and a bit of soul searching going on. And sometimes some of us feel a bit stuck and we don't know where to look. Okay, so the idea behind this is to give you some ideas on areas that you may need to reflect on. Okay. Today is the 16th of May. Whenever it falls into your feed is when it is likely to be relevant to yourself. Now, it is likely to include your past, present and future because it is with regards to self-reflection. Okay. So, Spirit, can we get some cards for Scorpio, please, on their self-reflection journey? Spirit, please give us some cards for Scorpio to help with their self-reflection. Okay, so your overall energy for the reading is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, now the Page of Pentacles is somebody that is starting something new, potentially a new job. And he's a bit of a learner, somebody that's hands-on, a bit playful, a bit innocent, and generally curious in life. So this is what we've got as your energy at the moment. Okay, now what we've got as your inner voice and how it's affecting you is we've got the Seven of Wands. So it suggests that you've got a lot of inner conflict at the moment. That Seven of Wands is normally somebody that's, potentially lacking a bit of self-confidence. Not lacking self-confidence, but they are self-confident and they are very defensive. So if they've got somebody that might be bullying, they'll stand up for themselves type of thing. They've got the confidence to do that. They also like to improvise, and they can be quite opinionated. Okay, so your inner voice is suggesting that you may be a bit defensive, a bit argumentative potentially. You like to stand up for yourself, so you could be having a lot of inner arguments. So if somebody, if you how do I put it, if you think something, you might be arguing with yourself, telling yourself, no, that's not the right thing to do. If you come out with a negative thought, you might be telling yourself off for having that negative thought. If you come out with something that isn't negative, again, you might be telling yourself off because it's not negative. So you're having a good old battle within yourself, potentially. Now, the Two of Pentacles in reverse is in your area of what are you hiding from yourself, what are you ashamed of and fearful of, and that, like I say, that's in reverse. So you might be feeling a bit off balance, a bit insecure, and you might be juggling things. So you might be either scared of being out of balance. You could be ashamed of being out of balance. You've done something that makes you feel out of balance and you're ashamed of what you've done. Or it could be that, you're scared something's going to put you out of balance potentially. It could be that you might be scared of being juggled or having to juggle certain things. If this is work, you could be scared that you're going to have to juggle a massive workload. If it's relationships, you might be scared that somebody might juggle you. You could be ashamed that you might be juggling somebody out. It could be any number of things. Okay, now what we've got in the position to help you heal is the High Priestess. So this is suggesting that you need to start using your intuition a bit more. The High Priestess is somebody, she also manifests things, but she does it through learning and knowledge. So if it's something where you want something, then it's suggesting that you plan for it and you take the steps to get it, do the research into it, and then make the steps to go towards it. Again, having faith in the unknown, potentially having faith in yourself, and like I say, and using that intuition as well, and that will help you heal whatever it is you might be scared of being out of balance for. So whatever it is that you want to happen, if you're feeling worried that it's going to make you out of balance, this is suggesting if you research it enough, you plan for it properly, you investigate everything fully, and you go into it, with a very good understanding of the ins and outs of it, that it will be fine. Okay. Now, what you need to give up, or what you need to release as such, we've got the Justice card in reverse. Okay. Now, the Justice card in reverse is suggesting that you release so it might be something where you don't, maybe things that are hidden from you. It might be something where you can be inflexible, or it could be that something hasn't gone your way, potentially in a legal realm, and this is suggesting that you let go of that. I mean, with the fact that you're being guided to make plans and use your intuition, I'm going to suggest that this could potentially be that you might be inflexible. So it's, make your plans, but be flexible in case something doesn't work out. And that's potentially what this is suggesting. Okay. Now, what you need to embrace is your Emperor. Now, the Emperor is your inner boss. Okay. Now, that is somebody that's got leadership. They have got pride. They've got power. They're responsible. They're great with boundaries. They are the boss of the boss. They're in charge, and you need to own your bossship, your bossness. You need to own the fact that you're responsible for your own decisions, and basically that you are a leader. So what you might do, people might follow, again, this could be a father energy. So if you are a masculine, even if you're a feminine, gender is fluid with regards to tarot. It's just personality trait. So if you're a single mom, a single dad, maybe not a single mom or single, if you're just a parent, you might need to embrace being that parent a bit more as well. But yeah, so this is suggesting to embrace your boss, be the boss. Okay, and we're going to pull some clarification cards on these as well, just to get some extra information. So, Spirit, can we clarify this Seven of Wands? What is it that you're arguing with yourself about a lot? What do you keep on having inner conflict about? Spirit, please clarify this Seven of Wands. Okay. So the Seven of Wands is being clarified by the Ten of Swords. Okay. So potentially something may be coming to an end. You might feel that you've been stabbed in the back. You've been betrayed potentially. It could also be that you're maybe you're a bit obsessive. You could be going through you might be feeling a bit empty. You might be feeling a bit fearful. You could be going through a dramatic end. You might just be really sad. You're arguing with yourself about it. Okay. So whatever it is that you're going through, whichever one of those, whatever it is that you're feeling, how do I put it? So it's like a depressive kind of energy, whatever it is that's got you feeling like that, you are arguing with yourself about it, and telling yourself to potentially not feel that. It could also be that, you might have been hurt in the past, and it's made you really defensive about it. So anybody that might come in, or you might be somebody that, you know, you might have really bad trust issues because of something somebody's done to you in the past. And you might be constantly arguing with yourself over whether or not you can trust somebody again, or not necessarily trust somebody, but trust people in general. Spirit, let's get these, clarify the Two of Pentacles, please. I mean, she's got loads of swords sticking right in her. You know, if you feel like that, if you feel like a giant pincushion, and everybody's been, you know, I can imagine that would cause inner conflict, because you're not going to know what's real, what's not, you know. And that will, again, put you out of balance, because you need to reevaluate life and work out what is real. So, to clarify the Two of Pentacles, we've got the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, so that Five of Swords that's in the reverse there is suggesting that, you know, that potentially what you in fear of, what is putting you out of balance, what you're potentially ashamed of, is that there's been dramatic situations, or it might be that you want to avoid getting into drama, and that you are, you know, you want to avoid the triggers. You're scared of people triggering you. You're scared of the drama. You might be ashamed of drama that you've been in the past, or that people have caused that. And what you need to try and work out is, why is it triggering you? You know, why is it that you might be feeling ashamed of that? I mean, you might find that it might be something stemming back to your childhood. It could be something really old that could be causing you to trigger it. Now, Spirit, please clarify this High Priestess, because if she's meant to help you get through potentially not being triggered, that would suggest that you've got to make some sort of step-by-step plan and have backups after backups, potentially, but doing a lot of research. So whether this is looking into different behaviors, different jobs, if it's all a job setting, you know, it could be researching different behaviors to make sure that you've got a good understanding of it. Okay, so we've got the High Priestess is clarified by the Eight of Cups in the upright. So that is suggesting that you take time out, that you start a new direction, you know, that you're walking away from, or that you need to walk away from something potentially. That, you know, even it might be that you need to travel, you know, go on a bit of a journey, a bit of a travel, maybe go on holiday, and transition into a new adventure as such. So she's suggesting that you know, you make plans and you start moving in a new direction. So it could be something as simple as, not as simple, you know, because a lot of the time it's releasing the past. So this might be that you might need to evaluate something that's happened in the past that's causing you these triggers of fear, of disharmony and imbalance, and make plans on how you're going to walk forward and move past them. Sometimes that's not easy to do. You might need to get help from a professional to, you know, help get you that step-by-step plan. Again, it could be something where you don't know where to start, so researching certain things might be the way to go ahead. I mean, if it's something about behaviors, you know, I mean, I've found in the past when I've been searching for stuff, simple things like going on YouTube and typing in, you know, like childhood trauma, you know, watching some videos on that, you'd be surprised at what you actually find might make you go, oh my God, that's so right for me. You know, you'd be surprised at things that happen like that. And then you look into that a bit more and you learn a lot more about them. And it kind of puts you on a path to then work out how to heal from that as well. So, Spirit, clarify this Justice card for us. So, Justice in the reverse is clarified by the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. So, yeah. So, what you need to release. So, obviously, you need to release the idea of that Justice card. So, you know, whatever is hidden or being inflexible, because the Ace of Swords in reverse is suggesting that, you know, there's hidden hidden truths as well there. Potentially that there's going to be miscommunication, lack of clarity, a bit of confusion. So it's suggesting, don't worry about it. Let it go. If there's a bit of miscommunication, let it go. You're expecting to have a bit of lack of clarity. You might need to just adjust your plans, so try and be flexible. If something goes a bit wrong, don't worry about it. Let it go. Be flexible. Okay. Not everything is going to be clear to you. You can't plan for every possibility that's going to come your way. So try and be open and as flexible with your planning when you're making those plans, Now, Spirit, please clarify this emperor that needs to be embraced. I mean, it could very well be that you need to embrace an emperor, not necessarily embrace the emperor boss in yourself. But let's get some clarification on this as well. Okay. So we've got the Star card in reversed. Okay. So the Star card in reverse is suggesting that it's normally a bit of a lack of confusion, a lack of clarity, to be honest with you. But it's also, it can be block of intuition and only dealing with the facts, which would be fine. If you've gone and done a lot of research, I know the High Priestess is her intuition as well. But if your intuition isn't working, then you're going to need some wisdom behind it, which is embracing the fact behind a situation. And the Emperor loves his facts. He works off the facts. Yes, he might use his intuition, but he also uses his head a lot in order to make the decisions. Now, it also suggests that with the Star card in reverse, that you need to rediscover yourself. So maybe that's suggesting, again, like you need to rediscover the emperor that you are. You need to rediscover your boss. You need to embrace your boss essence. Maybe you've lost it slightly because of the conflicts that have been going on, and you're feeling like the page. I mean, the emperor is the king of kings after all. He embodies the king of wands, the king of coins, the king of swords, and the king of cups. The page is a little bit lower than all of those. So this is suggesting that, you are an emperor. You just need to remember that and embrace it. Okay. So this is suggesting, whatever has happened, go and research, have a look into it, make your plans to get out of it, but try and be as flexible as possible. And remember yourself, embrace your inner emperor, embrace your inner boss. Okay. Right. So I'm going to pull some Moonology cards for you as well. See if there's any other messages that Spirit wants to give. And then we're going to pull a Kitchen Witch Oracle as well. Spirit, please can get some Moonology cards for Scorpio to help on their self-reflection journey. Yep. Okay, so we've got have faith in your dreams. That's likely to have something to do with your High Priestess. Expect a powerful change. That's your Emperor. Believe in the impossible. Okay, so where you're feeling imbalanced and you're feeling like you're not an Emperor, believe it, you are one. Embrace yourself. Show the world the real you. Again, embrace that Emperor. And you and your loved ones are safe as well on the bottom. Okay. So let's get a Kitchen Witch Oracle as well. Now these are all herbs. I hope none of them are poisonous. It's the message more than anything that's behind it, to be honest with you. But you know, if you want to eat the herb, if it's not poisonous, turn it into a lotion, cook with it, you know, whatever you fancy, it may help. Right, Spirit, can we get a Kitchen Witch Oracle, please? Okay, so you've got St. John's Wort, Dispirited. Okay, let's get the little book and read the description for that for you. Okay, a bitter disappointment has left you disheartened and you just can't seem to shake off the blues. That's probably to do with all that lovely conflict that you've been going through, and obviously those 10 of Swords. When optimism is discouraged and you find it hard not to feel demoralised, which is in... Oh, excuse me. When optimism is discouraged, you find it hard not to feel demoralised, which is invited in a gloomy outlook as well as a few sleepless and worrisome nights. Again, that's going to be to do with you talking, you know, arguing with yourself and feeling imbalanced. However, all is not lost. When your hope has been shattered and you're feeling downright miserable, just reach for my bright yellow flowers to restore your former sun disposition. You know, restoring that Emperor. The effectiveness of any of my antidepressant properties will cheer you up in no time, and soon your natural sparkle will return to you in full. As I spirit away any feelings of guilt and lack of self-worth, take care not to tread on me, or a fairy horse may steal you away. Drink me as a tea to soothe rheumatism, neuralgia, and symptoms of menopause, or place me in the garden and I'll attract bees to colour up your life as you begin to blossom again. Okay, so yeah, get yourself some St. John's Wort and it'll help you turn into that Emperor again. Okay, I hope that has helped some of you Scorpios out there. Good luck on your self-reflection journey, and thank you for joining me.